There's a considerable measure going ahead with the 2019 Ram 1500, inside, outside, outback, and in the engine. New motor choices, two of which include 48-volt eTorque help for additional snort, and bunches of state-of-mind overwhelming trims. In any case, our first involvement with the 19 Ram is centered around the totality of the truck encounter, making a stride back, a full breath of abandoned air, and absorbing everything. Smash is staking out an interesting specialty in a fantastically focused portion. More than anything, this is an exceptionally agreeable truck, and that is precisely what it should be. Keep in mind, Ram dumped leaf springs for loop springs 10 years prior, figuring a smoother ride exceeded the cost. That didn't make it less truckish, since capacities likewise expanded. What's more, the same goes here, the suspension geometry is changed much further, giving it better control over hindrances in the Phoenix rural areas and additionally the abandoned washes, watched by saguaro sentinels. Keeping in mind that you think this implies the 1500 surrenders anything on its ancestor, appropriately prepared the 19 can tow up to 12,700 pounds. Indeed, with the 1500, not a double pivot, heavier review 3,500 or something. Greatest payload is up to 2,320 pounds, as well, in spite of the fact that that rating is just for a 3.6 liters 4x2 with a 3.55 backside. There must be a trade-off, correct? Perhaps Ram squeezed the inside to spare weight. Nope, both the quad and crew taxis are greater. The crew cab develops all the more, however, with 4 additional creeps of additional wheelbase discovering its way into the monstrous space behind the front seats. There's 45.2 crawls of legroom back there, which is around 5 inches more than previously. This extends to essentially every Ram in the range, yet on our excursion to Arizona there were just 3 noteworthy forms accessible, and all had precisely the same, a 5.7-liter V8 without the eTorque 48-volt electric help framework, useful for 395 strength and 410 pound-feet of torque, and went down by a ZF-provided 8-speed program transmission, a vestige from the past age. No eTorques were accessible, period. We drove a bighorn 4x4 furnished with the sport appearance bundle out and about, a rebel go romping, and invested a touch of energy jabbing around a solitary limited 4x4 on location. We have enough to say in regards to the way the essential 19 Ram 1500 works with the commonplace Hemi V8 in general, and we'll drive the eTorque motors soon enough. Despite the fact that the eTorque prepared trucks will be the proficiency sweethearts, the non-zapped V8 Ram still has a considerable measure of streamlined and efficiency highlights, once a bit of hindsight in the full estimate portion. The 19 1500 has, for instance, a dynamic front air dam on any model without a rough terrain bundle that brings down 2.5 inches, wiping out the requirement for a dark plastic jaw spoiler. It even has a framework that pre-warms the back differential, utilizing motor coolant, to diminish misfortunes from contact from thick, chilly rigging oil. These things aren't shabby to plan and execute, and don't bring about staggering additions exclusively. Be that as it may, with no simple fixes now, on the off chance that you don't toss all that you got at it, you'll blow your Armada efficiency and emanations midpoints. So the 1500's 0.357 coefficient of drag, a measure of how effortlessly it slices through the air, is nothing unexpected, and furthermore, a slight change over the maker's figures for the last stage truck, 0.36. To give you a feeling of where that fits inside the extremes, a tricky, considerably littler 2018 Nissan Leaf gets 0.28, and current age full-measure truck contenders are appropriate around 0.40.